Welcome guys back to my channel, Coach Christine. Delighted to have you here for another session. So we're doing a 25 minute of lower body strength today. We're going to focus on body strength and stability. So as always, I'll be talking you through the exercises, and as we get more familiar, we'll pick up the pace a little bit. So as always, stick to the level you're comfortable with here, guys. You know, you can slow it down, you can do less, you can do nothing. Ideally, you will be doing something though to build up the strength. So let's start with a little bit on our balance. Really important to have balance. As you get a little bit older, it becomes even more important to have good balance. It avoids us falling and tripping, and great overall to be strong and balanced in the body. Okay, so starting with our warm up. So let's get that right leg. We always tend to start on that right leg. So lifting that right knee nice and high, we're going to do toe taps, hands on the hips. Now, if you're struggling here with the balance in this position, hold a wall or hold a chair, okay? So don't worry about if you can't actually fully balance it yet. Feel free to hold something and then try and get yourself away from it. So knee is high, I'm going to touch the toe forward. I'm coming back to where the knee is high and I'm going to touch the toe to the side. Get that knee high and I'm going to touch the toe back, and let's keep going. High and touch to the side. High and to the back, keep going. And get those toes rooting into the mat. Stay nice and tall here, guys. Keep that navel drawn inward so we're still zipped up. Navel draws in towards the spine and forward. And to the side, up and to the back. Switching the sides. So again, root the toes nice and tall as we lengthen through the crown of the head. So don't be surprised that one side it feels less balanced than the other. That's all normal. Back to the high, to the back. Back to the high, to the front. High knee, to the side. High knee, to the back. Fabulous. Let's keep going. To the front. And up. And up. And up. Let's do one more. We touch, we lift, focus on the balance, keeping zipped in the core. So drawing that navel in and up to the back. Excellent. Okay, from here we're going to come into our first exercise. We're going to start with a squat because we want to work the lower body. We want to strengthen up those glutes. So we're going to go wide because I want to work the inner thighs as well. Nice wide legs, pointing those toes out to the sides. So from here, hands on the hips. We're going to pretend that we're sitting down into a chair. So as the knees go out, make sure that they're tracking over the ankles and over the toes. And I'm going to pretend I'm sitting into a chair. So what I don't want to do is, as I squat, I don't want to hinge forward, okay? So I want to stay nice and tall, the chair is behind me. I'm going to hold, and I'm going to pulse for 3 pulses. 1, little pulse, 2, little pulse, 3, and straighten up, squeeze those glutes at the top. Nice and tall, and zipped up, draw that navel in, and I'm sitting back into my chair. So again, avoid temptation to hinge forward. Stay tall, shoulders over hips, nice and wide with those knees. Make sure they're tracking over the toes. Sit into the chair, stay tall. 1, pulse. 2, pulse. 3, squeeze and lift. Fabulous, let's go. Open, sit into the chair, stay tall, pulse 1. Don't forget to breathe in and out, pulse 2. Pulse 3, small little pulses, squeeze and lift into the glutes. And again, sitting down. Nice and tall, I pulse 1. Pulse 2. Pulse 3, squeeze and lift. Let's do 2 more. Nice and tall. Pulsing, 2, 3, squeezing up. We got 1 more. 2, 3, squeeze and lift. Fabulous. Shake it out. Okay, from our sumo into our split. So I'm just going to talk you through before, have a little rest, have a little breather before we go into the next one, which is our split squat. So I'm going to use a block just as a guide for those of us in the audience that might need something to kneel on. So I'll put the block here for some of us, and I'll take it away if we don't need the prop. Okay, so front foot goes forward, and the back leg is going to come down and rest on the block, or for those of us that are not using a block, it's going to come all the way to the floor. Most important thing we do to split squat is stay tall. Keep the knee tracking over the ankle, keep that toe pointing forward. So we don't want the knee falling in as we come up or out. And we want to stay tall, hips, shoulders, crown of the head drawn up. So hands on the hips, My knee is resting on the block. From here, activate as I lift. So push into that front foot. I'm high on the toes at the back and I'm squeezing the booty as I come up and down. Good to go. Straighten up. Control it down. Now for those of us that's using the block, that's fine. For those that don't want the block, we put it to the side. So we're coming from a lower level, squeezing up. If I wanted to come less and make it easier, I might not even want to come to the block. So choose your level. You might want to come to here and straighten up and down. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to stay zipped in your core. In with the tummy, up with those pelvic floor muscles. Squeeze that glute, come up and down. Keep going, squeeze. Don't mind if you're wobbling just a little, just make sure you're tracking that knee over that ankle, zipped in the core, squeezing the glute at the top. Don't forget to breathe in and out. Squeeze, feeling the burn. Squeeze and lift. Again, great for balance, great for stability. Go to your pace, guys. If you want to go less with that knee drop, that's okay. Coming lower is going to add challenge. And stay tall. Squeeze and up. Getting ready now for our little rest before we switch to the other side. Down, squeeze, lift. Let's do one more. Down, squeeze, lift. Fabulous. Shake it out. Whew. Feeling the burn. Well done, guys. So again, stick to your level. If you want to do less of those, or if you want to go less down with that knee at the back, that's fine too. We're still working, regardless of what we do, we're working. We want to make sure we've got good form. So I'm going to start with the block just to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. Step it forward, resting onto the block. My knee tracks over my ankle, my toes point forward, and I stay tall, ready to go. Push, squeeze, lift into that glute and control back to the block or to the floor, or ideally we're not coming down to rest at all, okay? So if you need to rest at the bottom, that's fine. If not, we're going to wobble a little as we lower and lift. So ideally the knee doesn't touch the floor. If you need to have a little rest and touch the floor, you feel free to do that. Think about inhale on the down and exhale on the up. Keep zipped, stay tall, lower. Watch the tracking of the knee at the front, guys. Don't let that knee fall in. All right. And back. Control it. Squeeze and lift. So the knee is straightening out at the front, but it's not locking. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze and up. Don't hinge from the hips, stay tall. Sitting down, pushing up. And we keep going. We keep smiling. Squeeze and lift. You got it. Come on, keep going. Down, squeeze and up. Whew. Nearly there. Squeeze and lift. Again, do less if you need to. Take a little break if you want to. We're nearly there. We're going to do two more. Down, stay tall, zipped, squeezing up. Last one. Down, tall. Will I get there? Whew. Fabulous, guys. Have a little rest. Whew, getting the heart rate up. Okay, next one is a little bit easier. We're going to do hip hinge. So again, really important for stability of the lower body to have the ability to be able to hinge from the hip. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to get the spine involved. So I'm going to start from the side just to show you what I'm doing. Hip width apart with the feet, tall through the crown of the head as always, and zipped in the core. Hand on the tummy, hand on the back. So what I don't want moving is my back, my spine, or I don't want much movement in the tummy area. So I want the movement to come from the pelvis, from the hips. So I push back, check that there's no movement going on here, and imagine that you're pushing the butt back as you lengthen into the hamstring. Those knees are staying soft. Nice straight spine. Look to the floor in front. Pretend you're looking to the floor about 6 foot ahead here. Keeping the spine long. And as I come up, I hinge the hips forward. Push. Nice and tall. I'm zipped. Knees are soft. Hinge from the hips. No movement going on in the back here, guys. Keep it straight. Pretend you have your favorite drink on your back and you really, really don't want to spill it. Look to the floor in front. Lengthen. Keep those tummies zipped in. Don't let them hang. Keep those toes connected to the mat. Up and hinge. It looks easy, but it's tough. I'm sure you'd agree. Knees are soft. Hinging from my hips. No movement in my spine. Straight line. Look into the floor in front of me. 6 foot ahead. Feel it in the hamstrings, in the glutes. Push and rise. You got it. Let's go. We've got one more. Hinge, push, lengthen, look to the floor in front. Keep that tummy zipped. Up and rest. That's done, guys. Okay, we've got one more. So we're going for our glute bridge. So we're going to go for a glute bridge hold. We're going to use toes and heels. So resting back, and when we've got this one done, we're going to repeat. So next time around, things will be a lot easier for us all. So resting back, once I rest, my puppy feels the need to come and say hello. So I'm hip width apart with the feet. I'm long in the spine. I'm relaxed in my shoulders. I'm going to tilt my pelvis. Tilt. So press your lower back down to the floor and then push through your feet to come up into bridge. Pushing up. So getting those hips nice and high. I want to keep my shoulder blades down and my chest open. And from here, I'm going to take a little step back and come up onto my toes. I'm going to make sure my glutes are on, so squeeze them towards each other. Drive the feet into the floor, and I want you to now pretend that you're squeezing an imaginary cushion between the knees. Hold as you breathe. Nice big breath in and out. Fabulous. Puppy for company. Keep pushing the hips up, keep squeezing through those glutes, driving those toes so the heels are high here, guys. I want you to pretend you've got your high heels on. Push into the toes, breathe in and out. Just holding that bridge, squeezing the glutes, resting through those shoulders and through the neck and the face, guys. Make sure you're allowing your upper body to chill out as your lower body continues to work. And zipped, driving down with the toes, squeezing in on the imaginary cushion and squeezing in on that booty. In and out of the breaths. Don't forget to breathe. No tension in the upper body, guys. Don't allow tension to creep in. We're nearly there. Breathe. Squeeze those glutes. Smile. Fabulous. Vertebrae by vertebrae, I'm coming down with my spine. Upper, middle, lower, pelvis rests. Woo, amazing. Okay, coming back to stand. So my other puppy has joined in because she thinks we're getting ready to finish. So I'm coming up now to start all over again. You got it. If you're tired, you can chill out. If not, let's get to it. So we're coming into our squat and hold. I'm going wide with my sumo squat, if my puppies will allow me to do that. So turn those toes out, stay tall to the crown of the head, hands on the hips, and sit into your chair. Breathe into it. So we know what we're doing. Tall, zipped, little pulses. 1, little pulse 2, little pulse 3, squeeze and up. Fabulous, you got it. Smile, let's go. Sit into the chair. So don't let the pelvis tilt this direction. We want to keep the tailbone tucked. We're sitting into the chair as we pulse. 2, 3, squeeze that glute and up we go. Fabulous. And again, making sure those knees are tracking over those toes, shoulders tracking over hips, zipped in the core. 2, 3, squeeze and up. And again, sit lower if you can. Nice and wide with those knees, feeling in the adductors. 2, stay tall, zipped. 3, squeeze and up, starting to burn just a little. Tuck, sit, zip, and pulse. 2, 3, squeeze and lift. We're nearly there. Sitting down, can we go lower? Can we? If not, that's okay. Stay tall. Last 1, 2, 3. Woo, fabulous. Good work, guys. Okay, have your little rest before we go into our split squat. So again, if you need your block, use it. If you want to rest in between, so getting that knee all the way to the floor for your rest if you want, or if not, we're going to stay lifted and we're going to keep going. So again, hands on the hips. I'm tall through the crown of the head, always long, zip up. From here, I'm up on the toes at the back and I'm making sure that knee tracks over the ankle down. and up. Squeeze that glute as you come up. Inhale. Don't forget to breathe. Squeeze that up. Don't forget to smile. It is tough. Down. You're coming as low as you're comfortably able to go, guys. So stick to where you're happy. Lower. Stay tall. Zipped. And up. Let's go. You can pick up the pace if you want. Just make sure you don't lose the form. Keep the knee tracking above the toe, over the ankle. Sitting down. Squeezing through that glute on the up. You got it. And down. Squeeze and lift. And again. Slow to lower. Control it. Squeezing on that glute to come up. Stay tall. Zipped in that core. Don't forget to keep those tummies drawn in. And up. Whew. I'm feeling it. I'm sure you are too. Down we go. Just above, hover and lift. Or if you need to come down for that rest, feel free to do that. Whew. Feeling the burn. Working through the quads, working through the glutes, focusing on our balance and our stability in our lower body. Squeezing up. We're nearly there, at least I hope we are. And down. Squeeze and up. Last one, let's make it count. Hover, straight body line, zipped, up and lift. I even excited the dogs. Well done, guys. Good job. Okay, one side. We've got the other one to go. Step forward. Again, watch the tracking of the knee, stay tall. Good to go, down we go. Again, you might have your block or your cushion or whatever you're using. Don't let that knee fall in. Squeezing up. Whew. And again, down, lengthen, tummy zipped, and up. Control it. We want stability, we want strength. We're not looking for hit, even though we are getting the heart rate up because these are tough. I'm straightening this front leg, but I'm not locking through that knee. Down, as low as you can, hover, squeeze and lift. If you need to go all the way, you feel free to do that. And have your rest. Come on, smile, guys. Down, squeeze and lift. You got it. Woo. Down, squeezing through that glute. Don't lose your form, stay tall. Keep the tummy zipped in. Down, and up. As you get tired, you might notice this knee wanting to track. I can feel mine already getting tired, wanting to track inwards. Don't let it track in. And up. Inhale, we lower, hover. Exhale, we lift and straighten. And down, we're nearly there. Squeeze and lift. Stay tall, stay zipped. Keep smiling. Nice strong body. Woo. And down. You got it. Nearly there. Last one. Down. Last one. Come on, squeeze it. Woo. Fabulous work, guys. Good job. Definitely getting my heart rate up. So we're coming into our hinges. So again, we want to make sure there's no movement in the spine, guys. The movement comes from the hip. Think about if you've ever done kettlebells, you hinge from the hip back, you push from the hip forward, okay? So hip hinge is really important for good stability. Hip width apart with the feet, zip up the core, and hinge. One hand on the tummy, one hand on the back if you're not sure what you're doing. Keep the knees soft and lengthen out your spine. Remember, your favorite drink is on your back. You do not want to spill it. Look to the floor in front. Breathe. Feel it in the hamstrings, feel it in the glutes. Keep those toes, keep those. It's a combination of feet and toes there. Keep those toes connected and slow to rise. All the way up. Push the hip forward. And again, I hinge. No movement in the spine. Keep the tummies drawn inwards. Hinge, keep the knees soft. Sit back into the booty. Feel it in the hamstrings. Look to the floor in front. And up. And again, you don't have to have the hands here, just to reassure yourself until you're sure you have a good form. We do not want that spine to move. The movement comes from the hips. Push the booty back here, guys. It's always a good cue. Push back, feel it in the hamstrings. Lengthen. Look to the floor in front. And push. Let's do two more. Hinge. Lengthen. Look forward. Breathe. Whew. All these cues. Last one, push back. Think about the bum pushing back. The length of the spine, the toes connecting to the floor as you look forward, and then push those hips forward on the up. Well done, guys. Coming down for glute bridge. Last one, let's make it count. So again, coming to the floor. Feet underneath, the puppies are probably going to join me once I get down. Okay, relax the shoulders. Lengthen the spine. Feet are underneath the knees, if you can still hear me. So from here, I'm going to plant my lower back. So you've got a gap between my lower back and my mat. I'm going to tilt and plant the lower back before I lift. So press the lower back down and drive up through the feet. Up we go. Open the chest. This time I'm going to lift the toes and drive through the heels. I'm going to pretend I'm squeezing the imaginary cushion between the knees, but I'm driving more into the feet and squeezing more into the butt. Shoulder blades are down, chest is open, breathe into it. Push those heels down, guys, and rise that pelvis up. Ideally, we're looking for straight lines between knees and hips and shoulders. It doesn't have to be that, okay? If this is as high as you can go, that's perfect. You're still working. Chest is open, drive those heels down, push them, squeeze those glutes on, open the chest. I'm still zipped to my tummy, so don't let those tummies pop out. Breathe into it, we're nearly there. Thankfully, says everybody in the audience. Squeeze, squeeze, 2, 1, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let's bring it down. Fabulous work, guys, amazing work. Great, all stability on the lower body. I hope you really enjoyed what work we've done today. If you feel like watching it again and again and again, or cutting it halfway, thank you so much for joining me. Pleasure as always. Coach Christine. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.